only 14% of Senate candidates feel fully prepared for their interviews. In this video, you'll learn the top 5 interview questions for Senate candidates, complete with example answers to boost your confidence. Stay tuned as we dive into how to handle a major public health crisis effectively. Let's tackle a question often asked in interviews for legislative roles. Describe a time when you had to lead a team through a challenging legislative process. What was the outcome? Interviewers ask this to evaluate your leadership, strategic thinking, and how you handle complex legislative challenges. Here are some pointers to craft a compelling response. First, choose a high-stakes legislative initiative to demonstrate your impact and relevance. Highlight collaboration with key stakeholders to show your coalition-building skills, crucial for a senator. And finally, reflect on one lesson learned to demonstrate strategic growth and adaptability, as these are qualities interviewers value in legislative roles. Let me show you how to put this together.
I led a team through the passage of a major environmental reform bill, which initially faced significant opposition. My role involved coordinating with various stakeholders, including environmental groups and industry leaders, to reach a consensus. We organized a series of roundtable discussions to address concerns and find common ground. As a result, we were able to secure bipartisan support, and the bill passed successfully. This experience taught me the importance of transparent communication and patience in legislative negotiations.
Now let's dive into breaking down those complex policies for everyone. Let's dive into a question that really matters for anyone running for senator. Can you give an example of how you communicated complex policy issues to a diverse group of constituents? Interviewers ask this to gauge your ability to connect with a broad audience, breaking down intricate topics into understandable messages. To craft an impactful answer, focus on these key tips. First, identify a policy directly relevant to constituents' lives, as this will show your priorities align with theirs. Next, use relatable stories or analogies to explain complex ideas, making the information accessible and engaging. And finally, show openness to feedback and questions to build trust and demonstrate your commitment to two-way communication. Let's see how you can bring these tips to life in your answer.
During my campaign, I tackled the issue of healthcare reform, which is often complex and technical. I held a town hall where I used the analogy of car insurance to explain the benefits of a single-payer system, helping people see how pooling resources lowers costs for everyone. I encouraged questions throughout, and the feedback was overwhelmingly positive, with many attendees expressing a clearer understanding of the policy and its potential impact on their lives.
Next up, it's all about the art of negotiation and sealing the deal. Let's dive into a question that really tests your political acumen. Tell us about a successful negotiation you were part of. What strategies did you use? This question helps interviewers gauge your ability to navigate complex issues and collaborate effectively, which is crucial for a senator. To craft a compelling response, start by selecting a negotiation scenario that involved significant policy impact or stakeholder collaboration. Then, highlight a creative solution or compromise you developed to break a deadlock, as this shows your problem-solving skills. Finally, share a specific strategy that showcased your leadership, such as leveraging bipartisan support to achieve a successful outcome. Let me show you how to put this together.
During a legislative session, I led a negotiation to pass a critical education reform bill. The main challenge was gaining support from both parties, as the budget allocation was contentious. I organized a bipartisan committee that focused on shared goals like improving teacher salaries. By proposing a phased budget implementation and securing private funding commitments, we reached a consensus, leading to the bill's passage with substantial support. This experience reinforced my ability to build coalitions and navigate complex legislative landscapes.
You're halfway through. You've tackled leadership, communication, and negotiation. Let's keep the momentum going. You're learning the questions, but knowing them isn't enough. Mock Interview Pro builds a senator preparation plan. You practice answering out loud, get real feedback, and sit through a mock interview that feels like the real thing. Link in the description. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The question that stumps many. Here's a challenging scenario you might face. A constituent approaches you with a problem you can't immediately solve. How would you handle the situation? Interviewers ask this to gauge your problem-solving skills and empathy, crucial traits for a senator. To craft a compelling answer, start by showing empathy and acknowledging the constituent's concern and its impact on them. Then, clarify the issue by asking specific questions, ensuring you have a full grasp of the situation. Finally, outline a clear plan for the next steps, demonstrating your accountability and commitment to follow through. Let me show you how to put this together.
When a constituent came to me about a local bridge that was deteriorating, I acknowledged their concern and the safety risks involved. I asked for specific details, like any recent incidents or maintenance records, to fully understand the situation. I then assured them I would consult with the Department of Transportation and promised to follow up. Within 2 weeks, I had arranged a meeting between the department and local officials, and I kept the constituent updated throughout, which they appreciated.
Finally, let's tackle the big one: handling a public health crisis. Let's tackle a question about crisis management. Imagine you're facing a public health crisis in your state. What steps would you take to protect public health? Interviewers ask this to gauge your ability to respond swiftly and effectively under pressure, a crucial skill for any senator. To craft a compelling response, start by identifying specific data sources and stakeholders you'll consult for the initial assessment. Next, highlight your ability to collaborate with both local and federal agencies, showing your readiness to leverage all available resources. And don't forget to include a strategy for transparent public communication. Clarity builds trust during crises. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
In the event of a public health crisis, my first step would be to consult with the state health department to understand the scope and specifics of the threat. I would coordinate with local hospitals and the CDC to ensure resources and expertise are deployed where needed. Simultaneously, I would establish clear communication channels with the public, providing regular updates through press conferences and social media to maintain transparency. This approach ensures informed decisions, efficient resource allocation, and public trust.
Your interview is coming. Stop preparing alone. Mock Interview Pro builds a senator preparation plan that adjusts to your timeline. Even if your interview is this week, it focuses on what matters most: targeted practice, AI feedback, and a live mock interview so you walk in calm and clear. Start your preparation plan now. Link in the description. In this video, we've explored how to lead through legislative challenges, communicate policies clearly, negotiate effectively, address constituent concerns, and handle public health crises. Remember, your experiences and insights are your greatest assets. You've got this. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more tips.